So first of all, my piece centres around non-league football and its impact both in local communities and its role within English football as a whole. As you of course played in non-league for a significant part of your career for clubs such as Hampton and Richmond, Billericay Town, Stevenage, Borough, Bromley and more. And now of course you're managing in the National League South. What would you say is or are the biggest impacts that non-league football has had on you as an individual on a personal level?
Cool, good question. It's a really good question to start with. The biggest impacts. One thing I think which is really unique to non-league football is like the relationship between the players and the fans. And you know, when I first come to Hampton, like you'll come in and there's people around the ground just, I don't know, painting or putting a fence up or something. Do you know what I mean? Just random little jobs that they do, and you get to know these people because you have conversations with them. And like I say, after the game, you're in the bar and you're really close with the fans. In the football league, when I played that level, like you sort of separate from that, you know, for reasons which I understand. But at this level, I think it's great that you can have that real close bond with your fans. And the away fans, I've always had a little bit of banter with the away fans. Well, I say away fans, opposition fans, should I say. So when we played away with them. So, which was always good fun. So I'd probably say they're the biggest things really, that the difference between the Football League and non-league. And it's great, it's brilliant. And I think that's a real strong point of non-league football. I think people enjoy that part of it. One thing that I would say I felt at this football club, from the moment I walked through them blue gates and signed for it, is the family feel. And it really does have it. I know a lot of people say that about the football clubs they're at, but I've been at a lot of football clubs, and this is something that I felt from day one, walking through them blue gates and the way you was welcomed by everybody. And I've been here when I was injured for a game, and we lost at home 6-0 to St Albans. And like I said, I was injured that day, and every single club I've ever been at, rightly so by the way, would have probably got booed off the pitch having lost 6-0 at home. But we got clapped off the pitch still, and I couldn't believe it. And if you was to say one thing that epitomises it at this football club, I would say that the fans here, the love they give that football team is something that I've never seen anywhere before, or I'm sure I'll never see after. So that one game really stands out in my memory. It was nice. Like I said, I was expecting a lot of boos to bring around the ground, but when they still clapped us off. So yeah, hopefully they're not booing us off this year. Hopefully they keep clapping us. Last year I got offered the chance to be part of the staff, and hand on heart, sitting here talking to you now, I'm so pleased that my first role as a manager is at this football club, because the support I get from everyone around it, the supporters, the staff, the board, everybody, has really helped in my first role. So for that I'll be eternally grateful for. That's a big thank you to everyone that supported me. So yeah, big thank you.
When you get the FA Cup runs, when a non-league side is facing against a higher division side, the romanticism of non-league is spoken about a lot. From the perspective of a former player and now a manager, what would you say? Is there a reason which makes non-league so romantic to be a part of, and what kind of draws you in?
You know, when it's the FA Cup and you're drawn against a football league club, or you know, if you get the dream tie of a Premier League club, if you can get like Maidstone did last year, you know, they got to round 5, I believe. Most clubs at our level, although it's starting to get more and more professional now, but most clubs are part-time, and you know, we'll play a game here on a Tuesday night and the boys are up for work on a Wednesday. So you'll have a postman in your team, an electrician in your team, a bus driver, whatever the case may be, truck driver, whatever the case may be. And on that given day, they are playing against world-class players possibly in the FA Cup, you know, or at least very talented players. I love that about the FA Cup, you know. I love that. It's really good. You've got the fireman against the full-time footballer. It's cool, you know. And I think that there's shocks. There will be shocks forever in the FA Cup, and we all love it when there is one, you know. And I'll be honest, when I was driving to the game last year, and I had the Maidstone game on in the car, I was listening to TalkSport, and it was against Ipswich, and they scored and 1-0 up against Ipswich. I was like buzzing for them, you know. I was like, wicked. That's what it's all about. So yeah, I think that's it's unfortunate we couldn't have a cup run this. Funny enough, Maidstone knocked us out 97th minute, 2-1. So maybe next year we could have a cup run, and that'd be great for the whole town.
For yourself now as manager, what would you say are the aspirations and dreams of Hampton Richmond Football Club?
Wow, the dreams. Should we dream, shall we? So let's dream. And I very much, no, you know what, full stop, let's dream. Promotion, right? So if we can get this football club into the National League where it's never been before, that would be an incredible achievement for everyone. And it's something that I'd love to do. We just look to improve. And where that improvement takes us, time will tell. But I would absolutely love, listen, everybody plays football and gets involved in football to win. That's what it's all about. And if we can achieve some success together, then it's something that lasts forever. You know, this football club here today with us, how we're doing things, you'll get some players that are being released from higher up levels, some that are on loan here. So we've got Ted in goal, for example, on loan from Chelsea, and he's going to gain huge experience from his time with us. I think he's improved incredibly already, if I'm being honest, and he's growing and he's maturing, which is really good to see. And then you've got the lads that you'll identify from even lower steps. Step 4, Josh Keogh. Step 4, Archie Taylor. They come in and, you know, with the attitudes of the lads, and they want to learn, and they're gaining huge experience, and, you know, they're going to hopefully one day take this football club forwards. If they don't, for their own personal journey, I hope they go forwards because they deserve to. I've named 2 players there. I can name most of them because we're very, very young. One thing I've said before in previous interviews is, you know, if you went to any other country in the world and went down to its not version of non-league, the equivalent of what level we are here, you'd probably have about 5 people watching. So in this country, you know, we'll go away to Torquay soon, and there'll probably be 4,000 people there watching. I remember Stockport County in the National League North had 7,000, 8,000 people there. I played at Carlisle in the National League, 12,000 people there. So, you know, the crowds at non-league level in this country are huge. The standard of football in this country, the depth of it is incredible compared to other countries. So that's a real plus, a real positive, and something that I absolutely love being involved in. So yeah, it's to answer your question, it's really exciting. It's really exciting, and I can only see it getting better. You know, I mean, even lower down, step 3, step 4. You know, when I go and watch games now, I'm obviously looking at players and looking at other teams. So I turn up and quite big crowds there. You know, so yes, it's only going one way, and that's forwards, which is great to see for everyone. It's a really well supported club. You see a lot of the same faces here, week in, week out. They go away. Brilliant support. It's brilliant. So if we can grow, like I say, I could talk about growing that because we want to grow. We want to improve. We want to move forwards together as a family. So hopefully that can happen. Football's a game where, you know, if you lose people, it's emotional, it's passionate. We understand that. And if we lose a game and we don't quite play well, people can be in their right to criticise us. But here we don't really feel that, you know, and I think they understand what we're trying to do and what we are doing. Like I say, we're improving, and we improve together, you know, everyone's a part of that. So, and the fans are a big part of that.